This is World Beer News. The best stories, reports, and trending topics from around the world of beer. I'm Nitch with a great selection of highlights from last week for you. Coming up, we've got Heineken. They're going to the ends of the earth to make the same old frickin' lager. Or are they? Duval is continuing to allow artists to doodle on their glasses. Sex, it sells. Unless you're a woman and you refuse to sell the product. Laws are being passed in the United States of America that will allow beer to be in your hand no matter where you're sitting, but look out for glass shards. We'll talk about that one. But if you're in the UK, you might want to start clipping some coupons. Oh yeah, and the moon. So all of that coming up. But first, this week, to my delight, Richard at beercast.com wrote up a piece that has shed some light on what exactly this new Heineken beer is, because he was present for a talk given by Heineken master brewer Willem van Weisbach. Here's the scoop. H41 has two interesting things going for it. Heineken used naturally occurring South American yeast, which was sequenced by a biologist, and is believed to be the mother yeast of lager yeast. This can be found in the wild, quietly living attached to the side of beech trees. And it took the professor of biology 3 years to sequence and develop, because we know time makes things more valuable. The second interesting fact about H41, Richard admits, is that it actually tastes pretty good. Yeah. Compared to the regular Heineken, it's night and day, he says. The other bottle in the photo here on his page is their other recent innovation. It's called Extra Vert, which is paper sealed to prevent light strike and shipped within 2 weeks to be fresh. He says that's as bad as regular Heineken, but H41, which is named after the latitude of the mountain range where the yeast was discovered, smells immediately like a Belgian wit. Mass amounts of cloves, which is pretty unexpected and not at all unpleasant, he says. I'm looking forward to beer tubers reviewing that. If you get your hands on it, or you've already done a review, please, link it in the comments below so we can all watch it and know. Because I haven't seen these here in France yet, and I also don't think I'm going to get them, because still none of that sounds good for me. Oh, while we're on the topic of big beer brother companies, check out this beer glass porn. 200 euros gets you 3 porcelain glasses, 75-liter bottle of Duval, a guidebook by the artist, and a certificate of authenticity. Ooh. My birthday's in February. Now, anyway, back to other news. If you're an employee of the Sierra Nevada Corporation, you'll be drinking your beers like this for the next little while. Due to a manufacturing defect, which may cause a small piece of glass to break off into the bottle, Sierra Nevada beers are being recalled in 35 USA states. If you have already bought the beer but have not consumed it, those are the important things to remember. You are eligible for a full refund of the purchase price. The Sierra Nevada website includes detailed pictures of every bottle and pack type affected to help consumers identify their beer and see if it's included on the list. And hey, look forward to seeing selfies from the Sierra Nevada Corporation swimming pool. New installation. But why recall something when you could just slap a sticker on it and spark conversation? This brewery took a creative approach to its recent realization that, I quote, an artistic expression could be sexist. I mean, they're hoping to avoid a Nipplegate scenario by putting the decision literally directly in the hands of their consumers. That's one way of doing it. Beer lovers in the UK have more important things to worry about than just glass in their beer and pissing off their girlfriends. Beer prices are on the rise amid the sobering threat of Brexit-related inflation. The UK beer industry has been wrestling with higher labor costs as a result of the national living wage that was introduced last year, while added costs are also expected with the reevaluation of business rates due in April this year. So Heineken and Carlsberg said they had been left with no choice but to pass on increased costs to consumers. Carlsberg said it was responding to a significant cost challenge by increasing prices by 2.6% on average, while Heineken said it was putting about 6p on the cost of a pint. So, maybe if Heineken wasn't building extravagant laboratories in South America and Carlsberg wasn't so concerned with out-ecoing the hippies, then maybe they could stabilize their prices. That's my opinion anyway. Coupons. Back in the good old US of A, laws are being put into motion to better the drinking experience. Is it legal to drink beer in your local movie theater? Hero Governor Andrew Cuomo is once again fighting for New Yorkers' God-given right to drink alcohol wherever they sit their asses. The governor has called in the state liquor authority to issue beer and wine licenses to all theaters statewide, and then incentivize the libations produced by local New York breweries and wineries. Which is nearly as fun as State Representative Daniel Zoinagov supporting House Bill 206, which would lift the ban on open alcohol containers in vehicles on Montana highways. Quote, most Montanians are already supporting open container laws anyway. It's time to stop treating adults like children. Yeah! Drivers will still be restricted from drinking alcohol while operating a vehicle. Can you figure out what country this photo was taken in? I'll give you a hint. They brew a seasonal beer for the Jewish New Year with pomegranate and date syrup. Leave me your answer in the comments below. We're going to cover the whole story next week, and I'll let you know if you were right. Until then, thank you for watching. I'm Nitch, and this has been your weekly beer news. If you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe, share this with your friends, and consider donating to the channel through Patreon. I'll be hosting live stream sessions again, so be sure to keep an eye out on my social channels so we can connect and discuss, all of these important happenings in the world. Cheers, my beer friends. Au revoir.